That is Ragtime, and that is my vote for the 2026 Tonys. Nominations are out. CBS Mornings first revealed the contenders in 6 major categories earlier today. The new musicals, The Lost Boys and Schmigadoon, led the pack with 12 nominations apiece. And Ragtime, the musical, which we just showed you a snippet of, earned 11 nominations on its own. CBS News New York reporter Dave Carlin joins us with a recap. Okay, so I saw Ragtime. Absolutely obsessed. Baranowitz, Henry, both nominated. I'm like, how do we choose? Who do you think are the top contenders for Best Actor and Best Actress in a musical?
Oh, in a musical, yeah. Well, Schmigadoon is leading the pack in a tie with The Lost Boys. Boy, you know, when you choose between those two, you've got a musical satire that's so funny in Schmigadoon. And then Lost Boys is a spectacle. The kind of spectacle that people were starting to say those big bloated musicals are kind of over.
But Ragtime is, I wouldn't call it
let's talk about Ragtime. Ragtime is in the revival category, and Schmigadoon and Lost Boys are in the new musical category. You'll get your wish, I think. Ragtime will win in the revival category. And then you'll have, who knows, Lost Boys or Schmigadoon or Two Strangers Carry a Cake or Titanic. You guys know about that one?
So we had one of the actors on Saturday, but Adriana, my co-host, went. She was able to go. She was obsessed. It was incredible.
It tells the story of the Titanic through Celine Dion's eyes. That's
yes,
amazing.
It does.
It's amazing.
It is an exaggerated, version of Celine injecting herself, changing the plot. It is hilarious. And what's nice about that particular nomination for the musical itself, which she co-wrote, and her getting a leading actress in a musical nomination herself, is she made that musical in a basement with 2 friends, and it became a worldwide sensation.
Were there any surprises about who made the list for leading actor or actress in a play?
Surprises were the snubs, and I don't like to talk about snubs. I mean, it's just that it was such a packed season that they were inevitable. But, here we have. You're seeing some of these, and I guess I should be telling people who we're looking at. But, just look at some of these folks. You're going to know
Kelly O'Hara.
Many of them. Well, she's just
9 times nominated in a row.
She's just terrific in everything she does. This is a play category. Look at Rose Byrne is there too. So, some of the big names with these categories, you've got Nathan Lane. This is a very competitive category. Look at the 3 stars in the middle. You have Nathan Lane, John Lithgow, and Daniel Radcliffe. Mark Strong, one of the greatest actors of our time. And this actor who's much younger, well, maybe not than Daniel Radcliffe, but in a play called Punch that opened and closed. So a lot of these nominations reflect shows early in the season that you can no longer see, but they weren't forgotten by the nominators.
I know. I always find that so interesting because some of the best performances, the folks that do best at the Tonys, aren't ones that actually have a long commercial run.
Yep. It's just, Liberation won the Pulitzer. And that, an incredible story about the fight for equal rights for women. An amazing show. And so that could win Best Play. Maybe it brings it back in some form. It's just an exciting time that theater is so diverse, and it's out there, and there's something for everyone always. But and I guess we should talk about the fact that Pink is hosting, which I think will help the broadcast.
Yes. And I mean, after Cynthia Erivo hosted last year, and she was so iconic. I love that they picked someone who I also think is going to be iconic, but it's very different. Right? It's going to be a different flavor.
I wonder if she'll fly on strings, because that's what they do in Lost Boys. Yeah, when you see that musical, and you should, it just, they're flying around and doing barrel rolls and flying. I mean, it's not just up on strings like the old Peter Pan productions we put on in high school, It's really intricate. Scares the life out of me to see those actors up there so high, on those strings.
Finally, before we go, really quickly, for those that are going to fill out ballots, do you go Schmigadoon or do you go Lost Boys?
Gosh, they tied nominations. Could it be a tie? If you love something heartfelt and smaller, then it's Two Strangers Carry a Cake. So I don't know. And also, the voters are probably in love with Broadway musicals. And Schmigadoon pokes fun at it. You're looking at it right there. It was a TV show and now a musical, but it's laugh out loud funny. And with Titanic being laugh out loud funny, maybe that's what people are looking for to get away from the problems of the world.
That's why we
and
go
just
to the
have a
theater.
night
That's why
in
we
the
go to
theater
Broadway.
to laugh.
Yeah.
That's why we do Broadway.
Yeah.
All right, Dave Carlin, so appreciate you joining
Thanks,
us.
Dave.
That's it.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
And okay. And you can watch the 79th Annual Tony Awards on Sunday, June 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.